Thanks so much for staying with us. I've got a surprise for you. I've got Chip and Chris back again because there's a lot more you say you want to know about cars, especially, us girls. So we're going to have a chance to talk to them really, really quick. Chip and Chris, welcome back. You're with Overhauling. Thanks for coming back.
Thanks very much. Thanks for having us back. Most people are done with us immediately.
You guys are live from the set. Tell me about the cars. Maybe we can talk about that a little bit more that you guys redo, but you've got them there in your garage.
Yeah, well, we're really excited that Overhaulin is coming back. It's Velocity Tuesday nights at 9 p.m., and it's kind of a freshening up of the show. We're really concentrating now on the backstory of the people wwho were overhauling, and we're really concentrating on getting people who we feel are deserving by virtue of their giving their time to their communities, and so we're giving back to them by overhauling their vehicles.
Well, I think that's great. I think I previously said you guys kind of like home makeovers, but you do car makeovers, and cars are just as essential as homes in today's society.
Yeah, I mean, essentially it's the same concept as the home makeover shows, but we're doing it on a smaller scale with the car. But I think the gist of it is the same, as Chip has said in the past.
Right.
I mean, we're really trying to make someone's dream come true.
Yeah, it's known as a car show, but it's actually a people show. The cars are just the catalyst to tell their stories.
Okay, is that what makes Overhauling maybe different from other shows like this on the matrix of shows out there, cable channels out there?
Well, Overhauling is unique in the sense that we're bringing two worlds together. We're bringing the gearhead world, the mechanical world, together with the emotional world, because not only are we restoring a car and not just a kind of a cursory makeover, we're actually taking the car down to the bare metal, literally,
yes,
and building it back up from then. But then you have the emotional aspect of the person who owns the vehicle, why they're deserving of being overhauled, and their emotional connection to this vehicle, and that's what really ties the show together and makes it something for everybody.
And the whole process is done without the owner of the car knowing it. We're working with loved ones or family or friends and getting the car under some guise, taking the car from them. They don't know that we have it and that we're redoing it. And then Chris and Jesse or myself, we let the owner know it's a surprise. And then the whole A-team, everybody that was involved with the build, we come out and it's basically a big party and an emotional event, giving them their dream car back.
The first episode in this new season is really emblematic of the spirit of the show. We combed the want ads for a car that was being sold by a guy who had to pay for his new young family. His wife had just had a baby, so he had to buy diapers and toys and things like that. And so obviously his car that he had and wanted to restore had to go. So we bought it from him and fixed it up, gave it back to him. He got to keep the money and got his car back, and he's a really deserving guy, a Rocky War veteran and a young dad.
And we filled the car with baby diapers and toys and a stroller and clothes. So yeah, took care of the whole family.
Well, I'd like to ask you guys, one of my favorite quotes is by Henry Ford, and he says, whether you believe you can accomplish a thing or you cannot accomplish a thing, you're right in whatever you believe. What do you think Henry Ford would say if he, if this was his time and he saw what was going on with his invention?
Hopefully, thank you.
I think Chip is really doing a good job of, continuing that tradition of design. I mean, people who watch the show know that, Chip stands alone at the top of the design world, and I'm so fortunate to be able to work with not only him, but a very talented A-team who bring his creations to life. I mean, sometimes I just stand back and I have to pinch myself that this is actually my job.
Well, this is why I ask you that, because your language is so different as it would have been in the past. You don't call it a garage, which I did earlier. You call it a studio and a shop. You don't call it a mechanic. You call it a gearhead. So you guys are taking, yeah, I'm listening to you. I'm really listening to you. So you guys are taking in the car into the 21st century, which is, this is our life now, the car.
Well, this has always been Chip's goal, to have that old school design with, modifications that are available in this time. We love the style of the 50s and 60s and 70s.
Yes, and one of the things I'm trying to do is be timeless and do good design, because it is so expensive to build a car like this that the last thing I want to do is something that is very trendy and looks like it needs to be redone in 3 or 5 years from now. The ultimate compliment to Overhauling is 10 or 15 years from now, somebody restoring the car that we built and doing it back the way that we did it.
Well, Chip and Chris, you guys are doing a fabulous job. I love the cars that you have there on the set. Thanks for talking to us. When do you want us to watch Overhauling on Velocity?
Thank you,
Tuesday
Valder.
night at 9. Thanks.
Thank you.